Today, I'm going to show you how to make these fun and easy beaded tassels. You can attach them to an ear wire to make cute dangly earrings, or you could attach a tassel to your keychain. One thing I love about this project is that you don't need very many supplies. Here's a screenshot of what you'll need. Since we want our tassels to drape nicely and have good movement, I recommend using nylon beading thread as opposed to fishing line type thread. Today, I'm using Miyuki beading thread in the color tan because I think it blends nicely with gold findings. In addition to seed beads, you'll also need some larger beads. I'll be using 6mm and 4mm gold beads today. You can use any seed beads you like. I decided to use my Green Magic Miyuki seed bead mix because green is my favorite color. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is cut about 30 inches of thread and thread your needle. With Miyuki thread, it comes pre-conditioned, so for simple projects like this, I don't usually condition it. But if you're using Nymo beading thread or another thread that is not pre-conditioned, you may want to do a little conditioning before you get started. Now, we need to tie the end of the thread onto the jump ring. Leaving about a 6-inch tail, simply tie 2 overhand knots and give a good tug to make sure the knots are secure. Ideally, you'd be using a closed jump ring, but if you don't have a closed jump ring, just make sure the ring is closed well and tie your knots on the opposite end of the opening. Once you're all done, you can also add a dab of glue to make sure the knots stay in place. Now start with stringing your larger beads. I'm starting with the 4mm gold followed by the 6mm gold. And now we're ready to start adding fringe. So in this tutorial, I used 45 seed beads. So here I'm picking up 45 seed beads randomly. But you can add less beads if you want your tassels shorter, or more beads if you want your tassels longer. There is no right or wrong here. Once you've added all your beads, slide them down to meet your larger beads. Skip the last bead, then carefully make your way back up through the rest of the beads, including the 2 larger beads at the top. And be very careful at this step not to skip a bead. Then I like to lay my piece on my mat, hold the end of the fringe, and pull with my working thread to get everything lined up. I also adjust the tension to make sure the beads flow nicely and don't curl up. Now, put your needle through the jump ring so that the thread loops around it. Then go back down through the 2 larger beads with your needle and pull all the way through. Now we're ready to make our second fringe. And this process is the same as the first we just did. You'll pick up 45 beads, skip the last bead, carefully make your way back up through the rest of the beads, including the 2 larger beads at the top. Put your needle through the jump ring so that the thread loops around it. Then go back down through the 2 larger beads with your needle and pull through. Again, adjust the tension. And now we repeat this process one more time. Pick up 45 beads, skip the last bead, carefully make your way up through the rest of the beads, including the 2 larger beads at the top. Put your needle through the jump ring so that the thread loops around it, but we're not going to go back down at this point because we just want to finish things off. Pull the tail end through the jump ring to the same side as your working thread if it's not already there. And using both threads, tie 2 overhand knots and pull to secure them well. Before I hide the thread ends, I'm just adjusting the tension here one last time. You might also want to do this step before tying your knots. Now, starting with your working thread, thread the needle back down the 2 larger beads, but instead of coming out the bottom of the largest bead, you want the thread to go through a series of beads in one of the strands of fringe like so. Then snip your thread. Now thread the needle with the tail end of the thread and repeat this process. Snip the thread, and that's it. Now that you've learned this technique, there are lots of ways you can modify the design. Of course, you can choose different colored beads and make lots of different patterns. You can also make the tassels longer or shorter or varying lengths. You can add more tassels. You can use bead cones or tips instead of round beads. There are so many possibilities. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see you for the next one.